This live stream goes down here in a sec. 92 overall. Yeah. As you can see, we are at 81% there. Just gonna play a game.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. For Houston, they come in off a win in their last outing against Miami. That game a high...
You didn't tell nobody about my interview, did you?
No, not at all. My mom, not nobody.
Bug about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry you didn't make it. I figured you wouldn't make it enough over there.
Oh. Okay. What's that? Splash. Oh. I make those sometimes. Mainly over here. Like splash. Okay. Wait, let's circle.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with us, basketball expert and former late-night comedy writer. A lot of people don't know this, Bill Simmons.
Yeah, as soon as I left, Kimmel's show took off, so I think I was the reason.
You built the foundation for it, let's be honest.
I was there for the early years.
You said it was a very influential time in your life. A very good thing for you to do.
Oh, it was fantastic. I learned a lot. I learned how to not get my jokes on the air, and I learned a lot about humility.
Everybody was taking
The
these
Houston
shots,
Rockets
man.
coming to this one after a win against Miami.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job of penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Robert Covington out there with Dario Saric. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That doesn't go in either for Teague. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. They have no time at all on that one. And that's now 7 points for Bowling. Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now,
7-0.
good or bad for the league?
There we go.
I'm
Now he's getting the pass
confused.
on.
I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were? And what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is what the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they had Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming. The summer of 2016, we knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was was on a team he wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they've been aggressive and assertive right from the opening tip. They've seized command of this game. Let's see what happens.
Wiggins surveying the floor. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Rockets on defense. It's Covington on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs.
I get those in Hall of Fame, bro.
What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade. And
we were in 10 points ahead first quarter.
The reality is, esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're
let me
under
give
15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work?
What is this? 7 for 7.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Towns. Here's Wiggins. Excellent D there from Ball.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
There's the steal.
Here we go, Harden.
To the wing right side.
First and there.
Towns with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. It's holding.
There you go, Quinn.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
All right.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the three ball is good.
All right, nothing.
Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill. Can you imagine a 13, 14?
I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had an Intellivision and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all three of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try not falling off. It's impossible. I've been there every step of the way. I'm pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well, because there's just, that sound like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations and stuff. I'm jealous.
Like your son does it.
My son plays a game.
I know.
But I could have done it. I know you could. I want to take 1984 me out of a time machine and just give me this game. I would have unleashed.
Yeah, but 13-year-old Bill Simmons would like what 40-year-old Bill Simmons is.
13-year-old Bill Simmons would be amazed that 48-year-old Bill Simmons was getting paid to do anything.
Some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using...
Yo, come on.
Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade.
Now we're what, 9 for 13?
And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
And wrestle but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Well, I'm about to lose this.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Here. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Down by 15. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now. And I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation,
is it really?
LeBron, Wade, some of the Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation.
Oh, that's awesome.
That came
Dang,
up
go for the layup. That's what I don't get. Alright, one sec. I got you at party.
became vets and really knew how Paul Pierce, who knew how to handle their business. Now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s,
I was going through YouTube, right?
Yeah,
I just saw yours,
and these guys are 19 years old, giving like, you know, long interviews to reporters.
Yeah, because of the freaking all this rain and stuff is messing it up.
He doesn't say anything.
It costs,
He
kid.
knows how to dodge.
Let's go.
It's like you're 19 years old.
Last came on just to use and stuff. That's it.
Got his defender on his heels on that one.
I don't think it's easy to all that.
Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last two playoff spots. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I had a whole, I called it the Entertaining as Hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10, you have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that, because you could get good money from that, to maybe shorten the season. Which would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. If there's too many nights where the players, I just think basketball is really hard to play.
And it's 29 points for Bowling.
And they're just dominating on both ends.
29 points in the first quarter, bro. Let's go.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Now, here's Covington. Kicks to Wiggins.
He's cold.
The pass to Jones.
Oh, that's my bad.
That ball.
That was a trouble, I
that
think.
time from Wiggins.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, dang it, I had a 7. It's okay.
Timberwolves trail by 21. So on the floor for Minnesota. Teague out there with Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Šarić in at the 4 slot. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns, and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because
oh my gosh,
we didn't have the internet back then. it was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways of
all right.
What are the three things we were talking about?
You're gonna be
I didn't want to
poking,
talk about
huh?
politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were
You
sports and
better
pop
say
culture.
him
I was also
out
an only
or
child
move him or something.
in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family,
Get off me, kid.
Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, you know, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Baller in that last
That's
game
clamps.
against the Heat got the job done. Just a staggering number of points.
There you go, Harden.
Those points as he
Take that all the
always
way.
does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc.
Nice, bro. Mark, you still here?
Yeah.
All right.
Very solid stat line for him. It was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance?
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah,
that's clamps. Yeah, you
just
had
how
clamps.
special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Oh,
Yep, it counts. And Bill, and talking
What game
about
were you
the connection
playing?
between pop culture, sports, and basketball during your career, through it all, you've always been a writer, though, haven't you?
really?
Always been a
That's,
writer.
oh my,
I mean,
bro.
that was the
That's
only
what I
job.
hate whenever he
think
does
so.
that.
I would have watched more basketball, but basketball wasn't on. You know, I try to explain this to people, how lucky they are to be able to watch.
They can't believe these finals were taped away.
Well, but think about the day-to-day, right? Like Magic Johnson. I feel like I saw his whole career, but I really didn't. Like, his first couple of years in LA, CBS was only showing like 6 or 7 regular season games.
Sunday afternoons.
In the playoff.
That's okay, Mark.
What?
The only thing I hate about having Michael Jordan's layup is sometimes, like, you know how sometimes he would go like where he's going for a fake dunk but then go under and then up? Yeah, my guy will randomly do that sometimes and then I'll get blocked because like he does that.
USA, I think, got the contract.
So I might change it to someone else's.
For the most part, like,
Just
I
'cause
love
it,
George
like-
Gervin. I probably saw him play in person twice, and I saw him on
I don't
TV
know,
maybe
he does
10
it
times,
sometimes,
12
not all the
times.
time, but sometimes he
And now
does
I
it more
can
than
watch Giannis
often.
every day.
Makes me mad because you get a lot of...
Twitter 5 minutes later, or 5 seconds later.
Oh, really?
So I think people are lucky. You guys should appreciate how lucky you are out there.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Rockets leading by 18. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it.
That's bad.
All the misinformation, like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written...
Get that out of here, boy.
Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain is better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Towns, the pass to Jones. Teague against Ball. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them.
I got
They cracked into that top 5.
And when I look at Houston, they just crushed it.
I really hope this does not normalize this live stream here.
They could sustain this level of excellence.
This guy's easy to break.
Yeah,
And
really.
here's Jones. Following the 3 from
I'll get called copyrighted,
So that's
but
going to go on James Harden.
hoping he went up back
His
on that
foul
guy.
of the game. Here's Sharch. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Sharch has got 6 here in this quarter. Harden kicks to Clark.
Hey, do you know Spotify will go on YouTube if I listen to it while live streaming?
I don't know.
And the call.
Oh, I gotta check this.
Sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw.
I don't want to get off this video though.
Both free throws good from Ball.
Okay. Check quick. Oh, mother freaking crap.
What?
I can't even play anything.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm gonna end it, then start it, then start. I'm gonna end it, play it, then start it.
Thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of
I don't know
energy.
what song
and
that
somewhat
is.
surprisingly,
There's only 3 people over here.
Now here's Covington. He's got 5.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be.
Get out of my face, young blood. Ooh.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
I don't want to live stream that. I'm thinking screw that.
There's always a spirited discussion when Bill's involved. Not afraid to share his personal views.
Yes, Kevin, he has broken the internet once or twice. This guy is no stranger to controversy. But I will say this.
I'm sending one of our eye. Appreciate it.
The shot will not fall. Excellent D there.
Shame. I don't care about
On
it.
the wing, Harden.
Let's go. Oh, come on, Harden.
Outside.
That's why I ain't passing you, because you're breaking every shot.
Since the end of the first.
Hey, James Harden's a freaking goat, bro.
Yeah, I know, but on 2K, like, he has his bad days where he breaks literally every shot.
Shoots over Capella, and he buries
Yeah, he's
them,
good.
drilling the rim.
Westbrook is beginning to be a ball hog,
Carl
bro.
Anthony Towns. Out to the right wing. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Now here's Teague. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
Hey, Alex.
He
Yeah.
exposed a lot of seams in the defense.
Where do you go to make the games longer?
Total was impressive.
And
You go into
gets it to go.
settings, and then it should be,
Anthony Towns such a inside.
And so it's
what
Houston
is it?
sitting on a 21-point lead in the quarter.
I think it's like,
They have been
I think it's just in game
outstanding.
settings.
That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside.
I can't change it during
Time now
pregame.
for the halftime break with the third quarter
What?
follow. Right here on 2K.
I'm in the pregame right now and I can't change
Oh yeah, you can't change it, man. You have to wait.
I'm just gonna quit this matchup, man. I want to do it now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams.
Oh, screw
One
you.
side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half.
Nice block.
Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I don't know how you're not a big
There
fan
we
of this
go.
game. He plays fast, aggressive, and if you let him get to the rim, he leaves nothing to chance.
I'm 19 and
You've got
26,
Ball.
bro.
He's out there with Hart. Clint Capella is out there with Etuan Moore, and it's Clark in at the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, what do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites.
What is this? What in the world?
Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can
Football?
dominate with his defense.
Yeah, it's 50,000 by the way.
For a long, long time.
For real?
Yeah, I don't have it, because I'm not paying that for stupid football.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Rockets.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
And the second free throw, good. Year after year, the Timberwolves have the NBA's most grueling travel schedule. A lot of miles to cover in the West.
Kevin, if you add up their flights in the
season, I gotta change it for
the globe more than twice. And let's remember, flyer miles here either.
They have been board dominant in this.
Oh my God, I got the exit.
Yep,
I got the exit.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season. T kicks to Covington. Towns against Capella.
Clint blocked that again.
Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Up top, Capella. Harden outside. Here's Ball. Non-stop scoring machine here.
I'd be lucky, bro. Because you left me wide the
inside the line. Finds himself
about time to make a bucket.
Well, this to me is one of the best aspects of Teague's game. He is an exceptional catch-and-shoot guy.
Teague against Ball.
Oh.
And fouled as he
has leading the foul.
Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. For Houston, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Catching up on the changes for Houston. They'll see
this takes a long time.
And Chris Paul's subbed in for James Harden. Timberwolves.
I've been here for 20 minutes. That's only bad. 6.5%. Just getting in the middle of it.
Subbed in for T. Minnesota calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Baller.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter, or keep him out of his hands as much as possible. Period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Rockets. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Third is Chris Paul.
That's awesome.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over.
Since you say, oh, there it is. Never mind. What do you want? I'm a quarter.
Mine's at 10. Just because sometimes my team will be losing and sometimes I can sometimes I can at least catch up so I can get the W.
Someone's open, finds him quickly.
Houston leading by 20.
Okay.
Out to Chandler.
Last one more point.
Back to Ball. Over Wiggins. The Rockets with another miss.
Bad shot for my
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Shoot that. Yeah, that's what I thought, okay.
Towns against Capella. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Well, they are reaching.
Hartenstein's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy
right now. Drew.
It's tipped.
Yeah.
Out to the wing. Ball, the pass to Hartenstein. And here's Chandler from the arc. Good on the triple.
Nice, bro.
Talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
Ball with it. What an incredible
Green.
scoring display.
Get out of my face, kid.
This guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Here's Neto, defended by Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Hartenstein. Houston moving the ball. With the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah, you heard him. Give me the ball and get out the way.
Neto surveying the floor.
Chump.
Over Chandler. And
You thought you were going to make that over
+8
here?
in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Hey!
Give me that, bro. 60 points, bro. Give me that.
He has been absolutely
You're like breaking air in real
the
life.
scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his markers. Moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing. Here's Jang. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Now I'm drinking LeBron
His
James.
4th assist in this one. Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Ball outside. Down low. Here's Ball.
And one. Let's go.
That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Hey,
for the Timberwolves. Jones is checked in. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play going to the line.
Boy, I done had a 3-point play, kid. Get out of here.
Plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy Wiggins.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And that one misses. So now going to developing doors to winning team coaching. The front office
Give me that foul. Thank you.
Ownership affects
Green.
that equation.
Well, I think it's absolutely critical.
Don't give me like that, coach.
At the top down, and what kind
Let's
of
go,
organization
drop into
do you
you.
want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to
Let's
be
take this
about?
game out,
And
bro.
to me, that
Let's go.
starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture, but that makes so much sense. Right wing. Here's Ball. The
Bang!
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this
Fuck
game.
yeah.
The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
Let's go. D up.
Jones kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Olynyk. That
He's
ball,
wide open.
Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Ball with a wide open look. And again,
Bang!
from deep.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team.
70 points. Let's go, bro.
Amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Jones dishes to Wiggins.
That's off.
Here's Neto, defended by Paul. Unloads from 13. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Pass.
Houston's got 12 of their points from long range in the 3rd quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Gordon kicks to Ball. Kicks it out to Paul. The shot by Chandler, wide open.
Oh, come on, if you went up a bit.
Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
It's on top 2.
Wiggins outside. And that one drops for him. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, this guy can do it anytime he wants.
That's
And
shot, that's
with
not
broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Green.
Wide open.
And a shot from Ball.
They're getting a lot of points outside the paint.
73 points, bro.
Last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Screw you and your 73-point ball.
Olynyk with it, picked up by Nene. Wiggins from outside. Chandler with the rebound.
I got 6 points, all right?
Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be
Oh, give me that foul. I thought that was going to be an and one.
options.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching.
No way. No.
Don't worry, I just missed an M1. It was an easy shot too, that's why I
Yeah, but that would have been amazing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets.
First free throw, let's go, bro.
Pass to Gordon. Whistle blow.
Turnover.
That's going to be a travel.
I passed the ball.
Oh my
And a
gosh.
chance here now.
I passed the ball.
That are tops in the league and scoring
That's
points on
dumb.
turnovers. The Rockets number 1.
I passed the ball and it said I did a travel.
I mean, they're converting at the other end.
Because my guy didn't pass the ball and he just moved.
Pressure on you to play perfect.
Sharich is checked in for Tyus Jones.
Oh, wide open, I missed.
Muscala.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. I'll have a wide open 3 and I'll freaking miss.
Over Harden. And it's Wiggins missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
From deep, Harden buries it from 3-point range.
I'm diamond, but I didn't even get the
They've given
assist.
them a lot of three-pointers here today.
Sharich outside. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Teague. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
One.
Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position.
That's what I thought. I better call that
Would
timeout.
you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different
Freaking
players.
ball, bro.
Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more prolific passer, but the shooting was always an issue.
Don't take me out, coach. I'm the reason why y'all win. I got half
Knock down
points.
3-point shots, and he's one of the
And then they take me out. Are you serious?
at
Yes.
What? You serious? I didn't make that?
getting some action off that.
How am I? Yeah, of course I'm cold now.
Here. That 3 off the mark. With 1 on the clock.
You must believe, bro.
And so it's Houston having no problems at all.
We're not.
29 points heading into the next quarter. The
We are
3-point
not
shooting has
supposed to be
come
doing
fast
this.
and furious to the tune of what has become
Oh,
a
get your ankle
big-time.
broken.
And now
Oh,
we have
Mark.
a moment to reveal our State Farm
Mark.
assist of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision.
So I was making this video, like I'm still making it, of like all my ankle breakers, bro. Oh my gosh, bro, it takes forever to do that crap.
As basketball becomes more global, we
What are you doing it on?
veterans come from
That Sheriff Factory thing.
Doors make an impact.
It really doesn't take a long time for me. The only thing for me is, if I ever want to do that, the thing, I have ankle breakers. That for me will take forever.
Oh yeah, see my
they've got to have international scouting.
like once you are able to get like the crossovers and stuff, like they're good. Like I have this one move, and it usually just freaking like it's a crossover behind the back and it breaks them almost every time.
Alex, are you literally just putting them in and that's it?
On the court for Minnesota.
What do you mean?
Down low, it's Jang.
It's a shot factory. They're just putting them in the use and that's it.
Dario Saric, and it's
Yeah, little like clips, but it's not gonna be like
back to ball.
it's not just gonna be like
The assist that
a
time.
couple seconds long.
Just terrific vision right there from Smith to keep the
Like
ball
Owen
moving to
does.
score.
I want it to at least be like
Now Jones.
Couple of minutes. That's why I'm like doing more than just one.
Pass to Olynyk.
This game I have a lot.
Dishes it to Jang. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with the steal. Back to Jang. Banked in off the glass.
Dang it, man.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these
Not
buckets.
cold, man.
I need help, my stamina's out.
Pass to Hartenstein.
Hey, man, I called for help. You can't get on me. Hey! Oh, my God, bro.
Here's Ball. Cans the
Oh.
I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they
Oh, let's go, Mark. I might be able to beat it. I have 79 points.
6 of 14 with the 3-ball a little over 40%.
Hey!
Sharich. Now here's Jang.
That's what you get for passing to me.
Outside, Jones. Timberwolves passing it around.
Man, I got Norfolk call too, and look what I do. I drain a 3.
Make off an assist.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. To the right side. And here is Ball.
Why would he pass it to him? I meant to pass
for Towns. They get it back. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Come on, bro. Give me the ball.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty
shooting
big and still giving up.
How many takeovers do you get in one game?
He senses a team on the ropes and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
It depends. Sometimes I'll get 4 or less. I never get.
This is my first game like in forever.
Is the most popular sport in the U.S.
Well, listen, anybody who is covering the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember, a foundational sport in the United States
81 points, bro.
is football, and the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf.
Let's go. I'm about to score more.
But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of
Give me that rebound.
and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin.
Green, bang! 84 points, bro.
Future, it'll be fat.
Give me that instant replay. Who was guarding me? This dude? Nope. This dude, I had him leaning over. Ooh. He touching the floor. Can I not save this bullcrap?
Fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. Now here's Jones. Kicks it to Jang. The pass to Bates Diop. Another miss by Minnesota. Rockets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Ball, the pass to Hartenstein.
Big go.
Now here's Ball.
What the heck?
No good with the layup. Timberwolves have gone.
I'm out of stamina. That's why I missed that.
Here in the fourth. Muscala misses.
Come on, I might go so close to take it.
Turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
I was so mad.
Give me that foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control.
I want to. Awesome.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Pass the ball. For 3. Bangs home.
Give me that. 87 points, bro.
Triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Dang it.
Inside, looking to end the run, and it's Jones laying it
Mark.
in.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been
I have 87 points, bro.
really steady from the field.
Screw you, dude. Shut up.
What?
1:51 left in the fourth
I
quarter.
have 9 points in the first quarter, buddy.
Hartenstein passes the ball. Count the bucket.
Give me that. 89 points, bro.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story.
Come on, bro.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide
Take
his team
over.
to victory.
Take over.
Superb job
Guess what
shooting
time
the
it
ball
is?
in this final
Take over.
And Jang kicks to Neto.
I seen one of his live streams. I was just scrolling through YouTube, And then I just happened to see it.
Diop. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Buddy.
In this game.
Green! Bang! Let's go! 91 points.
Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat.
Yeah, I'm reaching.
More or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And they're going to
Green up. Bang, boy. 94 points.
These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats. Just
there's no way I'm scoring 100 points, dude. Not with
what
this
a night tonight it was for
much time.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size,
because they're
the
trying to run timeout, I guess. I don't know.
He made easy work of it.
Here's Neto, and he converts the layup.
If you're going in
yeah, there's 33.6. There's no way I'm missing.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ball.
Oh.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
No, I definitely ain't.
Here's Bates Diop. He's guarded by Chandler. Jang with the ball. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Bates Diop. From downtown. No good.
Let's go.
It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that
big dub.
Control operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm.
I 90-something points, bro.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Let's go. I missed one free throw. I went 8-9, boy. Let's go. 84%, bro. 84. $94 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. I mean, I really did try to pass the ball more, but they would pass it back to me, so I was like, okay. Wait, why is my phone going off? Sweet. Alright, now I gotta answer all these.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Bro, this better give me stuff too.
A great event coming right up, the Rising Stars Challenge. Welcome to 2K Sports. I got the big diesel here, got the jet. I'm Ernie Jones. Tonight it'll be Team World going up against Team USA. Love the young
Takeover.
assembled here this evening. The best.
Let's go home.
To the following presentation of the NBA.
I was gonna say takeover, but I shot a 3 in the space and I drained it, so I had to say Wait for another one?
Yeah, let's go.
Wait for...
Woo! And so off the tip.
Oh, okay, young.
And now the open.
That's off!
Give me that.
Ball's got the first.
Give me that ball. A triple.
And so it begins taking
No
control
way.
right up front.
And you know, Greg, that's what you like to see.
Dang it.
Hold of the lead right now.
All right, 2-2.
20 points.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Oh, that should have been a floater, yo.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge.
That shot, boy.
With head coach Greg Popovich.
We talked a bit about the rising stars. You see the work ethic
Okay.
dedication of all
These people for real.
You know that the NBA is in good hands going forward. There's no doubt he's excited about the roster he's got tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Young, following the bucket by Team World. And here is
We shoot over those.
uses the glass to finish the lane.
Oh my
Ball's
God,
got his
why?
second bucket of the night.
Nice way.
Just got takeover now.
His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets.
Oh, you think you are shooting them baloney shots around me, bro. Not today. Let's go, bro.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Oh, boy, you better be lucky.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Pass to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Team World needs to get off a shot. Okobo. And a miss there on the triple.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah,
Bro, I hate whenever he does that. Why do you do that?
superb timing as well to swat that one away.
The pass to shot.
That's what I hate whenever he does.
And the rejection by Ball.
You're not putting the weak stuff.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He kicks to back.
Yeah.
The shot off that time.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean,
So like the radio dude, whatever it's called, he says, you make it look easy, but it's not. Bro, I've always said it's all easy, man. It's easy buckets, easy money. It looks easy, but it's not.
Sometimes your guy can't make them. Hey, Dad.
Here's the 3. Drops in the tray.
Wait, did you knock on my door?
Going with the triple, his first
Oh,
basket of the
what's
game.
up?
and sometimes
1-2.
there's just nothing you can do
Yeah.
against Doncic. He's terrific
Okay.
at keeping his focus on the rim.
Ball hits the outside fadeaway.
And scoring the ball comes
Alright, bro.
easily.
Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'm gonna go. Peace out.